Hi guys, welcome back to MC Outdoors. I'm out here at my buddy Jacob's hunting area. We're gonna throw some corn down and move a tree stand, put a trail camera up for him. Without further ado, there's Mr. Jacob A.
Good morning, YouTube. Out here at the farm today, I'm gonna do some stuff. Got a blind I built last year out here. Gonna put some bait out in front of it, try to see what deer start showing up on camera. Gonna give you guys some tactics on how I set up this farm a little bit. Got a stand I'm gonna pull down and reset a little bit. So we're gonna get back here. I'm gonna carry about 150 pounds of corn while Matt films, and I'm probably gonna fall. One other little thing, support your local sheets workers, because the way these mozzarella sticks be hitting right now and the way that they put napkins in the bag is very beneficial. So always support your local sheets workers. But let's get back here and see what we can get.
And the journey starts in Jurassic Park. I about fell. Oh shit. And just to let you all know, I offered to carry a bag of corn, so don't be hating on the video saying, oh, you didn't help him take corn out. You might actually get to see somebody poop themselves. Dude, that was on camera. That was great. I knew it was coming. What we do for these freaking bucks.
That was an impressive performance.
All right, let's see your technique. Okay, we're just gonna toss them.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them up there a little bit.
Hit. Hey, I'm surprised you made it a lot farther than what you did.
I'm probably gonna carry two, and then I'll come back and get the other one.
That's fine. You busted open one, bud.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh. It looks like it's full first. Rep your local Cabela's.
I was gonna get.
My bad, Bass Pro.
Bass Pro. We don't want to get fired here. So if I don't know if you guys see it, but right above Jacob's head there is his homemade blind that he built. It is solid. Right before I turned the camera on, we went in here, was walking around, and he was showing me some areas like where he killed his buck last year. It's a nice little area down here. Pan around so y'all can see. Right there's his blind. There's Jacob. He's gonna go back up and get those other two bags of corn. And I'm gonna try not to fall and bust my ass on YouTube here, because I have a history of falling at the most inappropriate times. Oh, that was a stick up the crack. So let me turn you guys around. Woo! See, about fell right there. About fell. Huh? About. So, oh, yep, did it again. Dang. Dang, son. So, here's a little bit of a closer up. Wow, English was tough. A little bit closer look at the blind. It's a pretty good blind. I think he said he shot, was it that Pope and Young? Hey, was it the Pope and Young that you shot right here?
Yeah.
So he shot a Pope and Young right where we're standing. So I'm gonna videotape him just in case if he falls.
If I fall right here, it's really gonna hurt.
Oh yeah, I about fell twice.
We made it.
All right, you guys, stay tuned.
What's going on, YouTube? I stole Matt's camera from him. So we're gonna go on a little journey up here so I can show you guys the blind we built. So this is where I killed my Pope and Young deer last year. We built this in the summer of last year, and I'll give you guys a little point of view here. So the door's kind of small on this, but I wanted to kind of keep it to where it's kind of limited. But so I got a side view that goes out the ridge that way. I got a view, went back here. I'm going to take this out, but there's a big ridge system up there, if you can't see it. A lot of deer, that's where we saw the deer earlier when we came in, but they travel that ridge back there. But if you look down there, you can see Matt coming down the trail. See, it works every time. So my buck, there's a logging road right here. He came out this logging road last year, and my prior spot was down right there, a little bit farther than what I would usually put for a bow spot, but practice how you play. So this year, actually gonna bump it up closer towards where Matt's at right now, falling down. And when I get back down there, I'll kind of show you what and why I put this blind here for, and I'll catch you guys back down there.
All right, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed Jacob's POV and me looking like an idiot, but I do it for yins, for the subscribers and the potential subscribers. So right now I'm going to turn the camera around. He's going to explain to you why he put the blind here, and we'll go from there. And then we're going to lay out some corn, put up a trail camera, and then next time you see us, we will be walking up to his tree stand to move it. So without further ado, my buddy Jacob.
Okay, so the main reason why I put this blind here is if you look down this way, you can see there's a huge ditch that runs right up along here. And if you look way out through there, you can see daylight through the trees. That is actually the road. So we're really not that far off the road. But I am very keen on hunting the head of ditches. I think it kind of puts the deer, it makes the deer go through a certain spot to access a property. So on the other side, about halfway up, is our property line. And there's a logging road that goes through there. And those deer, they like to bed on the opposite ridge from where we are now. And if they need to come to this property, or they want to come to this property, they have to cross the head of this ditch right here. And when I was showing Matt the property the first time, I actually took him down there and showed him how steep the ditch actually is. And out here towards the front end of it, there's a huge trail that comes from the very head of this ditch and comes right to the blind pretty much. I had deer come from there last year when I hunted this blind. But the head of that ditch, when it comes around, they use this, they're gonna end up coming right past this property right past the blind. If you look back this way, out this way, it rolls to a big, this is like the head of a big ridge pretty much, and at the end it kind of dumps off to a little flat spot where there's some pine trees, and right off the pine trees there's a big creek down there, and the deer bed back there, and they can come to the feed out here.
And they also have a water source.
And they have a water source down there. There's up to a certain point, this ditch actually does produce water, but there's a spring about halfway down it that takes it that way. The rest of it does not have water in it. So they have water, they have food, and they have cover. So with the head of this ditch, any deer that want to come from that property to this property, they have to access it through here, or there's a low spot down there where they can cross in the ravine and come up, which my deer that I shot last year, he came from back there and came out this way, which is easy to access just right off this logging road. There's another logging road up there, and it kind of goes over to another ridge, and there's a right of way over there. So if they come from that property, they can come up over and there's a logging road that brings them right down past the blind too. So it's kind of like in its own little pinch, I guess you could say.
Like a pinch point.
Yeah, like its own little, you know, you kind of got all ends of it covered right here, and you're not within too far of a distance of like all of the surrounding properties from here. So we're gonna get some corn out, which we'll show you guys in a minute. I'm gonna kind of go up there and see where I actually want to put it before we put it out. Then I'm gonna hang a trail camera here, and then I'm gonna go pull a tree stand set down and kind of readjust it and hang it back up, so you guys will get to see that too, and I'll explain that when we get out there. But till then, enjoy.
So like he was saying, I mean, this is perfect timber. I mean, this is bigger than my, where I hunt, which is open, like a big old open food plot, or, you know, kill plot. You know, deer, they'll come, they'll feed, and then they'll leave. My woods do not hold deer. Here there is a lot of potential. Like he was talking about, there's pinch points. When we were walking this property, just in this little area, there were a lot of deer trails going, which, I mean, it's just a network.
And beds.
And beds.
Taller grass.
Yeah.
It's taller grass. They can kind of, especially right here where we were seeing them.
Yeah.
If you look down through there, it's high enough to where they can bed down and not be seen. But they can watch that entire ridge. They can watch the road, and they have the wind to their advantage.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that wind normally comes up up this way.
Yeah, I like to have it push towards the head of that ditch and towards the road.
Yeah.
That way, if any deer, most of the deer will come from that way. But if you play your wind right, I like to have it blowing more up towards where we're gonna park the truck. Because if they cross the head of that ditch and come here, they're not catching the wind. It's blowing more up towards the road.
And also you gotta see some trees there. We did find a couple beds down there. We found a big bed, which in my opinion looked like a buck bed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right up against that big.
Yeah, so they have enough visual on that hillside, that other side of that holler right there, and they can, you know, it makes them feel safe. Which some of y'all probably already know that, but for the people that are just getting into hunting or aren't that, you know, what's the word am I looking for? Keen on it.
Yet, I guess.
But, you know, because as you all know, bucks, especially big bucks, like, you know, them Pope and Youngs, they're not going to take the same path that your does, your fawns, your 2-year-olds, they're not going to take those paths. They're going to take, believe it or not, even though they have racks, they will go through some of the thick crap. I mean, stuff that me and Jacob would get tangled up in. But they're just far enough off from the herd that they can keep an eye on them and see where they're traveling, and they feel safe.
Yeah, they'll stay in a safer position than what like your does and stuff will.
Because them big bucks didn't get big for a reason.
Especially out here. I mean, you got all these neighboring properties, especially during gun season.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they get shot at. They've probably been shot multiple times.
Oh yeah.
I've found some that I've skinned out here that had, you know, broadheads and slugs.
Didn't you find one last year that you skinned out?
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, it's beautiful out here. I would like to do some hunting out here. Really would like to do some hunting out here when Jacob and I are both off.
Yeah, we can get some filming done.
But I mean, there's a lot of filming opportunities out here. Hell, even this is good turkey ground too.
A lot of turkeys out here.
I mean, but he's gonna go up there, look through the window, see where he wants that corn. We're gonna put that corn down, and then we'll go up and see where his set's at. And I know he wants to move it up a little bit to where it's more of a pinch point where it's at. There's from what he was telling me, there's a lot of trails that like converge up there. So, and we also bumped 2 young doe when we were walking around here, just checking it out, up probably about 30-40 yards above his blind right here, and they were skirting off that way. So it's nice out here. It's always nice to be out in God's creation. And like he was telling you, this is logging road. It goes all the way up, and then you see that white camper up there off to the, it would be my left, your guys' right. It would be where we're parked at. But yeah, this is, like I said, different spot, different, you know, different than what I showed y'all. So I mean, he has it pretty nice out here. And like I said, he built that all by hand. It's solid. I mean, he took you guys in there, and it's perfect in my opinion. I mean, it's on a flat, so you're not sitting there at angled, you know. You have a little bit of an overlook. Plus, it's tall enough to where you can stand up and shoot.
Oh yeah, I got like that much far.
Yeah, so as bow hunters shooting out of a blind, if you're not, you know, in a tree stand, you gotta watch. You know, you don't want your limbs hitting anything, because then you get to come see us for us to repair it. So, but without further ado, we're gonna get this corn laid, get his trail camera up, and then go up and
fun really begins then.
yeah, I'll after we lay the corn down, I'll pick you guys up once we get up there, and hopefully my buddy don't fall out of a tree. If not, I'll have 911 dialed.
I'll get my best shot.
But stay tuned. Thanks for the ride. Thanks for keeping on this video, and let's get to it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Do you know where you're gonna put it?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it right here somewhere, because the right window up there, I mean, you could shoot both out of whichever one, but the right window is the one I shot.
Are you gonna put a pile there, and then
I'm gonna put a pile probably just
in one general
in
location?
one general area.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you wanted to put a pile right there and then put a pile down there.
I only got one camera to cover it. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
I mean,
true.
I could put.
I mean, you could put it on that camera right there on that.
Are you still recording?
That tree, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you were recording.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill that battery.
We're at 83%. Good old Cabela deer corn there. You can get it at your local Bass Pro Shop for $7.99. But look at that technique. I'm gonna get out of the way. Look at that technique. Oh yeah. I about busted it. Oh, it's kicking it good. It's kicking it, making it bend like Beckham. You need a knife?
Yeah, I mean, I could probably.
Here you go. I'm always carrying.
Is that could illustrate now? So.
Yeah, Aubrey's probably already done hit it. And the reason why he's doing this is so you don't put it in a pile. I normally do a line, but you're doing this so the deer, if there's multiple deer, they have their own little area to eat. Because I've seen it where a doe will get territorial over like a spot, like about the size of a soccer ball, and they'll rear up and start fighting each other. So, and he's also kicking it around to make it to where they have to actually move around and find it. You know, those hard to reach places right there. You know, they're gonna find the actual pile. But yeah, that's why he's flinging it around. How many times do you do this?
Probably. It depends on how much I put out. I'll probably start bringing 50-pound bags from the co-op.
Gotcha.
I'll probably bring 4, so about 200 pounds every time. And if I put 200 pounds out, usually I'm only gonna do about once a month. So, according on when I'm gonna hunt, I can kind of
Now I will let you all know, you guys might think it's baiting, but in the state of West Virginia, you are allowed to put out feed during hunting season only on private property. You cannot do it on public land. Am I correct?
Don't only hunt off this. This is just one easy spot.
Am I correct on that?
Yeah, you're correct.
Okay. I just wanted verification for the listeners.
As far as I know, yeah. This isn't the only tactic. This is just an easier way, you know, when you're limited on time, like me and you with kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just easy. You get off work at 1 or something, like you get an early shift, you can come out and just hunt it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have time to go, you know, hang a set, get in a saddle or whatever.
Go back there, so, you know, miles and miles back in public land.
And if, you know, my grandfather hunts this year or whatever, I'll have a spot for him that, you know,
easy access.
Yeah, and when my boy starts hunting, he'll have a spot where, you know, it's more of a chance to be successful, I guess you could say.
But yeah, that's what 3 bags of, what is it, 40 pound? 40 pound of corn looks like, all spread out. And like I said, he does it this way. You're going to do it a different way. I mean, everybody has their own thing. Like I said, with that big time platinum that I put out, I'll put them out in like a line. So that way it's like a feeding trough where they all just, you know, go in a line. And there's a lot of people out there that say, oh, don't put corn down on the ground because it'll mold and then you'll get your deer sick. It might happen. It might, you know, I'm not a scientist, but I've been doing it for 5 or 6 years now, and I have never seen it mold. Never seen a sick deer. Let's knock on wood. Knock on wood. So, I mean, use your own discretion. Also, if you're out of state, you know, you always want to check your regs, your hunting regs, because we don't want to be sitting here telling you, oh, it's okay to put this out in West Virginia on private property, and you're hunting like PA or Ohio or Indiana, and it's completely illegal. Because I know there's some states that you can bait, but when, like, I think 2 or 3 weeks before hunting season starts, that bait has to be gone. Like there cannot be even a single kernel. That means if there's still corn, you got to come out there and pick it up. So correct me if I'm wrong, but like I said, in the state of West Virginia, private property, it's okay to bait. Some people might think it's cheating, other people might think it's fine. You know, everybody has his opinion. It's like a butthole, you know, so everybody has one. So we're gonna get a trail camera up, and then we're gonna cut to him getting his harness on and climbing up and moving that set to where he needs it. And then I think that's it, isn't it?
That'll be it, yeah. For this
That'll be
place,
it,
yeah.
yeah.
This is my first time coming out and putting stuff. I've been doing a lot of stuff over in Ohio, so getting some of those spots prepped with my buddy, and it's probably where a lot of the film will come from this year, but it's always good to have this spot up and rocking this year and seeing what deer are going to be coming in here, because there's a good one in here.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was last year that I killed right here. And actually we're standing within 30 yards where that deer fell. I shot him right here, and he did like a big U and went up and fell right there where those logs are across the road. So
Oh, I bet you it was an easy drag out.
I was gonna say, if I've ever had an easy drag on a deer in my life, it was right there, you know, 100 yards from the road. But
And see, I would love to hunt out Ohio, but I don't have any property as of right now, you know, that I can, you know, go out and do. But him and my other buddy Luke, they have a hunting property out there that they, not them, but they hunt on somebody else's property. They gave them permission. He showed me some on trail camera. You guys out there in Ohio grow big deer, bigger than some of us in here in West Virginia. But I do have a big non-typical. I'll pop up a picture of it on up on the screen, and you tell me what y'all think about it. I know I'm getting pretty excited for it, and I really want my buddy here
We'll pop up a picture of the deer I killed right here, of the deer I killed last year, right here. And there were a couple of them that were with him that were maybe a little bigger than him that I know made it through the season. So
there's always potential every year. Real quick, I forgot to video him putting up the trail camera. So let me turn this around and.
The one little trick I found, and I forget who I saw this off of. I think it was somebody. He was either Chris B or somebody off the Hunting Public. If you take your camera, say you don't have one of the ones you can connect on your app. If you take your camera and you face it towards, like your visual is towards the camera. If you want to come up here and show them. You can see my camera's facing towards the camera. If you come up here and line your camera on your phone up with the trail camera's camera and hit the reverse button, it'll show you exactly everything that the camera is going to cover picture-wise. So you can adjust it off of this to where you don't have to connect to your, if you don't have Wi-Fi service or anything like that. It's just an easy like little cheat code, I guess, that might help some of you guys out there. And I'm sure a lot of you guys already know this, but for you that don't, there you go.
More you know.
More you know.
All right, now we're gonna go and do the tree stand. So stay tuned. All right, so real quick, Jacob's tree stand is right there. As you guys can see, about 20-25 feet up in the tree. We're gonna watch him struggle to put his
Worst part ever.
his harness on. He had it on at the truck and he about fell and broke his neck. This is one thing, one reason why I like blind hunting. You don't have to worry about
Yeah, me too.
harnesses. But real important thing is always maintain 3 points of contact on a tree when you're going up or down it. On this root, but. So what he's putting on right now is a lineman's rope, and what that does is once he gets up there, he can, it's his third point of contact, so it leaves his hands free so he can undo his ratchet strap and all that fun stuff. But yeah, always be safe when you're taking down tree stands or putting tree stands up, because I'm going to say 95% of the time that's where injuries happen.
I believe the actual fact of it is 1 out of every 3 hunters will fall out of a tree stand.
Yeah. Well, let's not make it today.
Yeah.
That's why my big butt now hunts from a blind. Also, my wife. It gives my wife a peace of mind too, hunting out of a blind. But you know, we all live once. So I'm going to turn this camera around and we're going to watch him climb up the tree. And yeah. See how he's maintaining 3 points of contact? His arms, his feet, his and he's always moving that lineman's rope up. And if you're new to putting up tree stands or taking tree stands down, take your time. It's not a race.
It's good to get in here and just practice climbing up and down your sticks.
Oh yeah.
Especially when you're new at it, the more you get used to it, the easier it'll become.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you're afraid of heights. Because I remember when I was, and now it's just like,
Yeah.
especially when you're hanging in a saddle, and you just hang here and
Yeah,
kinda do
you
your
just,
own thing, yeah. But,
hell, I've seen people fall asleep in saddles.
yeah, not me.
Not me, no.
I'm scared to fall asleep in a tree stand.
Now, the tree stand that he has right now is a hang-on
I can't remember what brand this was.
or a fixed position tree stand. Normally these tree stands are geared for your lighter guys. They do make ones that are heavier. You're stuck on a stick on that side, bro. There you go.
Good to have Buddy hang tree stands too.
Yeah, it's all yeah. Also, it is beneficial if you hunt out of a ladder stand, you're putting a ladder stand up, to also have a buddy, because once you get that ladder stand past that 90 degrees, it gets. Oh yeah. I've done it before by myself, and yeah, I've about missed the whole entire tree. So it's always good to have a buddy to help you. Now he's talking about heights. Me, like I said, I get past that 25 foot. I get a little.
This is probably rated 18 or 20.
I get a little nervous.
Now when I get up to the top, like where the tree stands at when I'm hanging them, I like to get as close to the tree as I can, but still have, you know, a little bit of room, like 15 inches. That way you can stay close proximity, especially when you got to lift this thing down. Now I didn't really think of that part.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how are you going to lift that thing down?
So I think I'm going to cut this hang rope.
You still got my knife, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Tie it to the stand, and then just
Shimmy it down.
shimmy it down. Yeah. Cool.
Don't forget your bow hanger.
Yeah. I still got some stuff I got.
But yeah, that's pretty much, like I said, you just want to be safe. You want to be able to go home to your loved ones.
Yeah. Now one thing you're going to have to do, and it's probably the sketchiest part of this, especially with a hang on like this, you're actually going to have to unclip.
This also, what he's doing right now is the only time that you should be able to have to unclip, is to get that lineman rope up and over your tree stand. But this is right where a lot of the accidents happen.
Yeah, so you really want to hold on tight to this part. Your discretion is advised, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Always lock your carabiners in too.
Oh yeah.
Never ever get on a carabiner that's not locked like that.
Now, did you put this stand up by yourself?
No.
Cade help you?
Yeah. Yes, he did. This was the one that he was going to hunt out of whenever he was coming out.
Right now what he's doing, he's taking his bow hanger out. To be all honest with you, you should, after hunting season, some people leave their tree stands out, but a good rule of thumb is to take your tree stand down, because you don't want your tree stand staying out here, especially with them ratchet straps or them cam buckle straps, because the weather will affect them, and
There's definitely more of a chance for
yeah.
wear at that point.
And also, if you start to see that, you know, not only your cam buckles or your ratchet straps starting to fray, it's time to get new ones. Also the same with your harness as well.
Yeah, the harness is a big one.
Yeah, because like I think some of the ones that we saw at work like have like a 5-year rating. But like I said, when you're up 20, I know I sound like a broken record, but when you're up there that high, I've known guys go up 35 feet up in the tree, and you just want to be careful. I can't stress that enough. If that's the only thing you take away from this video or like from this video, then me and Jacob did our job.
Yeah.
And like I said, disclaimer, we are not professional hunters. I don't think there is.
I don't think I'd ever claim to be either.
I don't think anybody should claim to be a professional hunter. But we've been doing this. Well, I've been hunting since I was 6, 7 years old. Now, for the viewers at home, Jacob is, how old are you?
24.
24. So Jacob is 11 years younger than I am. So if you guys are good at math, that means I'm 35. So he's helped me a lot. He dragged out my doe a few years back. That was like right after I had Achilles surgery. So like he said earlier, it's always good to have a buddy, you know, to experience it with, and the camaraderie. Oh, that was a big word for me, Jake.
For you, yeah.
Yeah.
Camaraderie.
Camaraderie.
It's a couple syllables.
Oh yeah. Should clap that one out.
You know, I used to be terrified being up here like this.
Really? Now it's second nature, huh?
Now it's just like, once you do it,
Oh yeah.
it's not.
Now don't get me wrong, I still get a little bit of a shake.
Oh yeah, especially when these trees start to like...
Yeah, start to move. And that's another thing, if you're hunting out of a tree stand, when it's barely blowing, depending on how tall the tree is, the tree will move.
Oh yeah.
It will move. So you first time.
Stand, when I was putting it up,
Yeah.
Cade was putting it up. When I got up in it after he did, this is a big tree.
Oh yeah.
When you get up here, I mean,
And that's just the natural thing of the tree. I mean, the tree is not going to be stationary.
the tree is not your friend.
Nah.
Type of situation.
And trust me, if God wanted us to be up in a tree, he would either have gave us the ability to climb with our hands and feet and not have to use climbing sticks or a ladder, or he would have gave us wings. But right now, if you guys can't see, he's undoing his first buckle. Are those ratchet straps?
Yeah, these are ratchets.
So
Shout out to Cade for tying these about 1,000 different directions.
yeah, Cade's another buddy of ours. He used to work with us. Now he's a male nurse. Not hating. Is he a male nurse?
Yeah, I know he's a nurse. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a male nurse. He's like Greg Fokker. Like, I'll have to meet the parents. But yeah, right now, like I said, what he's doing is he's just undoing undoing his buckles, and then once he gets that second buckle undone, he'll lower that down, and then once he starts coming back down the tree, he'll start undoing his climbing sticks. Well, his climbing ladder.
The easy part's taking them down.
Oh yeah, the hard part's.
This part, putting the stand up,
Oh yeah.
like it takes a while. It's not just you know, walking ballpark.
Nah.
It's definitely a tedious process.
So while he's doing this, I'm going to pick up the camera once we get him back down on the ground, and then I'll turn the camera back on when we get up to the tree that he selected, and then
Which is actually right up the ridge.
Yeah, just right up the ridge. It's hot skipping the jump. So that way, just in case something happens, I gotta have both hands free. So just stay tuned, and we will pick it up when we're putting the stand back in up a tree.
A few moments later.
After about a half hour, 45 minutes of struggling with this thing, finally got it up in the tree. So I'm going to show you kind of why I put it up here and why I feel like this will be a good spot. So I want the wind, with this stand, I want the wind blowing this way. So this is going back up over the ridge towards the road. And if you look far enough down through there, down in there-ish, you can see that blind. So this blind and that, or this stand and that blind are both set for this wind going this way up towards the road. Now, that being said, you see Matt down there. These trees through here are loaded with acorns. I mean, absolutely loaded. This is a big, huge oak flat. So, mess with the camera. This, you see, you got a logging road that comes right here, and you got one that comes from back here. There's a right-of-way back here. It comes right down and meets that right there. So that road keeps on going back, and there's a big ridge back there that dumps off into a creek. And I feel like those deer are bedded back there. The deer we spooked earlier, they ran back that way once we spooked them. But I feel like with this spot, there's a big ditch right here, so I'm also hunting the head of a ditch here like I am there. There's trails coming from that ditch. There's an old logging road there too that comes up from the creek bottom that intercepts all these trails right here in front of me. And there's also a trail that comes from farther straight out the ridge towards where the truck's parked at, that comes right up across where we are now. There's a ton of opportunity here. I mean, there's a ton of shots. I'll give you a little panorama view here. So right there's the ditch. I don't know if you can see it from here or not. You can see it's just wide open timber back through there. Then you got the right of way, or not the right of way, that lane that goes down through there where they come out from the bedding. And you got this road that just keeps going on back out around the ridge. And then you got open timber up behind me too, that if they cross, I don't really want them to cross up there, but if they do, you know, I have shot opportunities up in there as well. So that's kind of the reasoning behind this setup here. I gotta tighten some straps on this thing, but other than that, we're pretty well set for this. This is a pretty good, I mean, I can not only gun hunt out of this, I can bow hunt out of it. I can really do anything I need to up here. So that's kind of a little rundown on the stand situation. Might throw some corn out here and see if I can get any deer on the camera coming back using this as a travel corridor. But other than that, that's about it. What do you guys say, Matt? How was my performance putting this up?
It was a little rusty, but you know, it is what it is.
That's right.
You're up there.
That's right. So I guess that being said, catch you back on the ground, because it's about all I gotta do.
Out of breath. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this episode. I'm out of breath from walking out. I'm sure he's out of breath from doing all the heavy lifting. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. God bless. Love y'all. You want to add anything?
Hope you guys enjoyed the little video of the farm. You'll see it a lot more this year. Hope to get to film a good bit this year. Turn it into something where we can get a few deer off of it. But other than that, that's
Yeah,
all
we're gonna do a little bit of collabing this year, a little bit more. Seems how that we've been saying that we're gonna be doing, what was it? Podcast shortly. Still trying to figure out where we're gonna do it, all the equipment needed. But yeah, gonna do a lot more filming this year. Go check out his channel. He doesn't have anything posted, but yeah, hopefully this year it's the posting. It's what's your channel again?
At Bow Pursuit.
At Bow Pursuit. I'll put it down in the description below. Like I said, he doesn't have any videos out right now, but hopefully that all changes this year. I'm sure he'll film some of my hunts and vice versa. So, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Good luck to y'all this year. Hope you all smoke a big buck or, you know, nice sized doe. But yeah, see you on the next one. Later.
Peace.